Is cardio making you fat? Find out in this video. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into my channel. My name is Lena, founder of Jaded Nutrition. Today's topic is all about cardio. Do you believe that doing long, slow distance cardio is going to help you lose weight? I know I did for a very long time, and I'm going to share with you the revelation that I got and all the science that's been coming out over the last 10 years. Long gone are the days where we believe that pounding on the treadmill is going to help us lose weight. I know that there's still a big group of people that believe cardio is the only way to really achieve weight loss, but there's more and more research coming out explaining the detriments of doing too much cardio. So what are some of those dangers of doing too much cardio? One of the first things is repetitive stress injury. So when you go for a 10-kilometer run or you're biking for 40 minutes on end, you are doing the same movement over and over and over again. This has a tendency to cause repetitive stress injury. Your ankles are affected, your knees are affected, your hips are affected. All of your joints are put under stress when you do the same movement over and over again. Now this gets exacerbated when you're on a treadmill because you're in one spot. If you have a gait that's off or that's not in line, you're running with that same gait for the whole time. The terrain doesn't change. Nothing changes when you're on a treadmill, so you just endorse more and more of that dysfunctional movement. So repetitive stress injury is something that a lot of people experience when they're doing large amounts of cardio. If you do a lot of cardio and you notice that you're constantly getting injured, you're probably doing something that isn't right for you. Another danger that we fall into with long distance cardio is the effect it has on our heart. A lot of people think that doing lots of cardio will help their heart health when we're seeing the opposite happen. Little bits of cardio is good for your heart, but a lot of cardio isn't. More doesn't always equal better. Your heart is still a muscle and you don't want to overwork it. Activities like running or jogging or biking have the highest rate of sudden deaths among all sports because of that repetitive movement and also because of the damage that it can do to your heart. So you want to make sure that you're not overdoing cardio, but you want to make sure that you're getting short bursts of it that are higher intensity to have a positive impact on your heart. When you do long distance cardio, you are affecting your metabolism, you're affecting your hormones, and everything starts to break down when you do a ton of cardio. Your sex hormones decrease for males, their testosterone decreases for females, your estrogen decreases. So if you're trying to say have a baby, but you're doing a ton of cardio, it could be inhibiting your chances. If you have a low sex drive and you're doing a ton of cardio, this could be an area that you look into. Cardio is going to affect your metabolism and not in a good way. When you're doing lots of cardio, you are secreting cortisol, insulin, adrenaline, but you're doing it on a chronic low level. So this is still a stress response. And if you're doing cardio for reasons of body image, say that you ate too much over the weekend and now you feel bad about yourself, so you're going to go pound it out on the treadmill. You're stressed about your body image, and now you're adding stress from long, slow distance cardio. It's a double whammy. You're not going to see the results that you want by doing that. You're going to affect your metabolism and you're going to affect your hormones in a negative way. So that's on the physiological side. We have repetitive stress injury, we have heart health, we have hormonal health and metabolism. Now more on the psychological side. A lot of the times people will do excessive cardio because they're unhappy with their body or they're using it as a form of punishment. I know I did that for many, many years when I was an avid calorie counter, which I don't promote. I would wake up in the morning, I would think about everything that I ate the previous day and think about how long of cardio I would have to do to burn all of that off. You would have to do massive amounts of cardio just to make up for one high calorie, high fat, high sugar meal. You can't outrun a bad diet. So I would wake up in the morning and I would go on the treadmill and I would punish myself. I was doing it to punish myself because I didn't feel like I was worthy or that I was a bad person because I overate one day. So a lot of people are using cardio in a negative way. They're using exercise in a negative way. You have to ask yourself, why do you exercise the way that you do? Do you exercise because you love your body, because that's what we were created to do, was to move? Or are you exercising because you have this vendetta against your appetite? Are you punishing yourself with exercise? If you're using exercise as punishment, you're actually going to go against what you're actually trying to achieve. Again, when we have all of that negative self-talk going inside of us, we are in a physiological stress response. So we could be thinking something negative, but physically it affects our body in a negative way. So now we're under chronic low-level stress. Then we go and do exercise, and exercise that we usually don't enjoy, like going for a run or doing a ton of cardio, and we create more stress. We live in a stress environment. This makes it almost completely impossible to lose weight or maintain weight loss. It's really important that you ask yourself why you do the exercise that you do. Are you doing it for longevity or are you doing it for punishment? Now, of course, there are people out there that love running. They have a genuine love for running. I know many of them. They just love running. They were built to run. They don't ever really get a lot of injuries. They just kind of seem like superhumans. Those people generally have a good outlook on why they're running. They're not using cardio to punish themselves. And a lot of the time, when you see runners that are really, really fit, they are genetically predisposed to have those types of bodies, to be able to run more efficiently. Now, as a 6'1" woman, I am not designed to be a runner. So when I try and run, I injure myself. This tells me that running isn't suited for my body type. Often, the people that are the best runners are either the tall, really skinny people that just seem to float on air when they run, or the more petite, compact people. Again, if you really love running, then run. If you have no complaints about weight loss, about injuries, don't fix it if it isn't broken. But if weight loss is your concern, then a better option would be to do high intensity interval training like Tabatas or body weight stuff, and do it in short bursts. That would be much better and you would see results much faster than doing 40 to 60 minutes on a treadmill. The great news about exercising like that is that A, it takes a lot less time, and B, you don't need to go to a gym to do it. Now, as a personal trainer, I love the gym. I advocate the gym because I think it brings a sense of community and accountability. I also teach bar, so that has a whole different energy and dynamic within itself. But for people that can't afford to go to a gym or they can't leave their house, you can do all of these exercises from the comfort of your own home and still get the results that you want. The key thing with all of this, with weight loss, is nutrition. So if you're doing a bunch of exercise, but you're eating suboptimal foods, don't expect to lose weight. and don't expect weight loss to be sustainable. You have to make sure that you're eating a whole foods diet. You're eating foods that are as close to their natural state as possible. If you eat like this, it's going to be really hard for you to be unhealthy. It doesn't matter if you're eating paleo or vegan or vegetarian. Get rid of the dieting mentality that you have and eat a whole foods diet. Do that with the proper exercise, and weight loss is going to be predictable. On your off days, when you're not doing your workouts, so you wouldn't need to do these more than 3 to 4 times a week, make sure that you stay active. Go for walks, play a sport, just keep moving. When you look at the countries that have the longest lifespan, these people have never seen a treadmill. They don't know what gyms even are, yet they are outliving all of us. And what they have in common is that these people stay active. So that is the best thing that you can do on your off days from exercising, is to stay active. Also, eating a minimally processed food diet that's free of refined sugar, refined carbs. Again, stay to whole foods. Keep active, exercise properly, don't do too much cardio, and this is going to be the best recipe for weight loss and longevity. Last but not least, one of the biggest factors in weight loss and maintaining health is to get adequate sleep. At least 7 to 8 hours a night. You don't want to oversleep, but you don't want to undersleep. Sleep is the body's chance to repair and regenerate itself. If you're not sleeping properly, everything in your body starts to shut down. Your hormones shut down, your metabolism goes out of whack. Everything is affected when you don't sleep properly. So if you're noticing that you're not getting the results that you want from eating healthy and exercising, look at other areas. Are you managing stress? Are you taking that time to relax? Are you pushing yourself too much? The body needs to rest. Without rest, the body will break down. I hope this video helped you. I'd love to know your comments about cardio versus high intensity interval training. Please leave me a comment below, like this video, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jaded Nutrition. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.